Hey Virgo, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is going to be your December general reading. It will be for your sun, moon, and rising. I know you guys are always asking me that. For those of you just wishing me, good comments on the video I posted about what happened, this week with my family, I really, really thank you guys. I'm going to try and, get to everybody individually in the comments, but I really appreciate the support, guys. But let's get right into this and let's see what's in your cards for December. Okay, what is going on for the sign of Virgo in December 2017? What is happening for the sign of Virgo? Okay, so beautiful. The energy that you guys have is the Four of Wands. So with the Four of Wands, this is a point in your life where you guys are really able to build a foundation for yourself, where you're really able to stabilize yourselves within something. It's something that's definitely worth celebrating, but it's not a situation where you stop. There's still work that has to be done, but it's definitely something, to look forward to and something to, really enjoy while you're in it. Behind that, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So not only are you guys building something and, stabilizing yourselves, but you're avoiding conflict, you're avoiding gossiping, you're avoiding, any sort of pettiness. And with the Ace of Cups, there's a new start here that's happening, but we also have the Eight of Cups behind that. So, with the Death card even behind that, it might be one of those things where something ends and something else begins, but it seems to be a very beautiful, new start that's really going to emotionally fulfill you. But let's see how this thing goes and how it plays out. Now, the first card that you guys have for your past, we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Okay, so this is going to be you guys moving forward from a situation where you felt very, very stagnant. And it's like, yes, you're moving forward, but your feet are dragging. And we have the Lover's card here. So let's see what happened here with this Lover's card. Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So just like I said, with your feet dragging. So for a lot of you, there could have been a very close connection that you had with somebody, with the Lover's card, a lot of us are going to think it's automatically going to be a love relationship. This could be anything. This could be a close relationship you have to a friend. It could be with a family member. But there's somebody here that you're leaving behind, okay? And it's hard for you. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, there's just that sense of, knowing that you have to move forward, but just really, you could be resisting it. The next card that you guys have is the King of Swords in the reverse, okay? So there could have been an air sign that you were dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this is just simply you or someone in your life who's taking on this energy. This is somebody who is usually in a position of power. Okay, but it's somebody who is extremely tyrannical, extremely self-seeking, just someone who's only worried about themselves. Out of all the kings in the deck, this is going to be the harshest king to deal with, only because he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. It could be a male or a female, though, that you're dealing with. So let's see what's going on with this King of Swords in the reverse. We have the King of Wands as well. So you could have an air sign involved, you could have a fire sign involved, a lot of figures here, but there's something here that I feel that you guys are passionate about, something that you're powerfully passionate about, but there's some resistance when it comes to this thing, and there's a decision that you have to come to, okay? You guys are trying to find balance because something here that happened, you're seeing it as a waste of time. So I really feel like it's the type of thing where either you're very passionate towards this person that you had to walk away from, but maybe they were acting crazy. Maybe that's why they had to walk away, or why you had to walk away, or it could have been vice versa. But it shows that you parted ways with somebody, okay, and you left them in the past, and it's just something that you have to give up on due to you guys just being unhappy in the situation. And it's just someone, with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse that you chose to really guard yourself against. Now, the last card we have is the Hierophant. And I love seeing this card in the spread because for me, it's confirmation from the universe that you're on the right path. Even if it's something that hurt, even if it's something that sucked, this is all about our higher path. This is all about our divine purpose. This is all about, evolving to our best selves in a sense. But you guys are taking a more traditional route by letting go of whoever it was that you had to let go of. All right, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So off the bat, you guys are avoiding conflict. Okay, you don't want any sort of heated arguments or just arguing with anybody, because this was a situation that you just felt way too unstable and you were just way too unhappy in the situation. So you took the high road, you started working on yourself, and hey, for a lot of you, a new start could have happened, and it could have been something that you were very passionate about. So whatever it was that you were leaving behind, it's because you had something bigger. And maybe there are secrets that came out about this person or situation from the past, and maybe that's why it was hard. Maybe you didn't want to leave. Okay. Now, in the present moment, the first card we have is the Seven of Wands. So there's adversities being thrown at you. There could be people talking shit. There could be rumors. There could be, problems like that. But you're standing your ground through it all. So that's a very beautiful thing. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, there could be a literal financial loss that you're feeling. Or this could be, you guys just really feeling a loss of abundance because of what you had to let go of. So you're just in a place where, yes, you're going to stand your ground and, not go back to this. But you're also going to really think about how you want to move forward with, the next step. Now, with the Four of Swords, it doesn't show it in this deck. But if you guys, I have the Gilded Tarot here. But a lot of the times that card is you see a knight sitting in a coffin, just kind of chilling, resting. The story behind this card is that, back in the day when knights used to go into battle, if they would come back home and they'd be alive, what they would do is sit in a casket and kind of pray to their gods or pray to whoever they believed in, kind of thanking them and saying, okay, I have another shot at this thing called life, so how do I want to move forward? So this is really a time here that you guys, there's a lot of shit that happened here. There could have been a lot of instability, a lot of problems, people just not seeing eye to eye. And you got yourself out, and now it's like, okay, before I make any movements forward, let me really think this out, and let me make sure that I'm going on the right path. The next card that you guys have is the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this could be at minimal, arguing that you're doing with somebody. Or again, it could just be re-emphasizing that fallout that you had. And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but somebody who is just being a bit promiscuous. Okay, somebody who was very charming, very magnetic, a good talker, but when it comes to them waking up next to you, the next morning, they're gone. They left while you were sleeping. It could be you guys also taking this energy. But with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's either you or them. There's somebody here who's being very, very selfish. Okay, there's someone who's kind of being a leech in a sense, where they're going to talk to you when it's convenient for them, but at the end of the day, you don't feel good about it, because it's like they come when they need, maybe they need a fix from you. Okay, this could be as simple as somebody needing a sexual fix, and you give them the fix and they're out, or it could be vice versa. But yeah, it's a shitty situation where someone comes in, they charm you off your feet, and then they're not about that life, So it could be them doing this towards you. It could be you doing it towards them. Anything I say here, guys, could be vice versa. But we do have this Temperance card. So the good thing about this is that you guys are finding balance in the situation. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's showing that it's a good thing that you had this fallout. So, there's affirmation after affirmation after affirmation, and confirmation rather, where even if it's something that hurts, by you letting this thing go, now your life can move forward in a more positive way. All right, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Bam. You guys are letting go of a burden. It just wasn't an ideal situation. Okay. Now, going into the future, the first card that we have is a Four of Cups in the reverse. So this is an offer that's being accepted, whether you guys are the ones accepting it or you guys are the ones that are giving it and it's being accepted. But there's a secret that came out in reference to this offer. So let's dig a little deeper and see what it was that came out. Okay. You have the Hermit card as well, the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay. I feel that you guys just accepted the fact that this is over. Okay, that's what was being accepted here. Because with the Hermit card, you're going into withdrawal. Okay, you're removing yourself from the situation. And I feel like there's a lot of learning that's happening here where you're seeing it for what it is. But, you know, with the Hermit card and the Four of Swords, this is just a situation that's really made you think a lot. It has made you really grow as a person. And maybe it's given you a backbone because, let's face it, it takes getting everything that you don't want to be able to stand up for what you do want. And with the Queen of Swords, she's going to stand up for what she wants. This is going to be somebody who completely cuts out anything that's negative in their life. So I feel like you guys are accepting the fact that this just may be a situation that is not going to serve you in the way that you want. And by you coming to that realization, by you seeing that this is just something that was chaotic, it doesn't matter who's doing what. This is just a situation here where, you know, somebody could be bringing out their shadow aspects. You could be mixing in your shadow aspects, and then that could just be, you know, a disastrous formula right there. But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, you look at it for what it is, and you stop worrying. There's just certain things in our life that are beyond our control, okay? So, you know, we can feel the emotions, but at the end of the day, we have to work towards solutions. The Sun card. So this, again, is just indicating that by you falling out from this, you're realizing that your life is going to be better, it's going to be brighter. The Sun card could also be about things that come to light. So in order for you to stop worrying about this person or the situation, it means cutting them off, at least for now. Okay? The Eight of Wands in reverse. The last card that you guys have here for the future is the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is, it could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, again, that you guys are dealing with. But this is somebody who's very passionate about what it is that they want to get started. So this could be you guys, you know, talking to someone new, getting into a new relationship, starting a new job, starting a new project, but just a new idea that you have. And you have the Fool card here. So this is the messenger. And with the Fool card, this is somebody who's, you know, naively excited about what they're going to get into, but not in a negative way. It's naive in the sense of, like, you haven't been hurt by it. You know, it hasn't done anything wrong to you. So right now, you know, you guys are stirring something up, okay? Something's brewing, and there's something that you want to start. You haven't taken the step yet, but it's something that's in the works. Judgment card in the reverse. Interesting. So there may be a water sign that comes in, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And it's showing that maybe this person is going to be a bit promiscuous. And maybe it's going to be the type of situation that you might want to avoid. But let me dig a little bit deeper, because there's no way I'm going to end it on that cliffhanger. Why is this Judgment card in the reverse here? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Give me one more card. Okay, I'm glad I looked deeper into this. So you're going to have a new start here. Something that may be good. Now, this is going to go one of two ways, guys. This could be a completely different person or situation. So you could have this person from the past who's being promiscuous, who's pissed off, you know, about the fact that you're building elsewhere. Okay? Because we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse here. So this is somebody who's passionately angry about something. So that could be one scenario where they're upset about this entire thing. Or it could be the same person who's put you through all this, that they come back in, they start talking to you again, and that's why the cards are saying it's going to be bad judgment. Okay? Because here we have you guys giving up on a situation, letting go of something toxic, and you're in building mode. Okay? With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, you start to get over any betrayals or any, you know, hard ends that you have to go through. And, you know, with the Emperor and even the World card in the reverse, it's like you try to stand very, very strong and do what you think is best. With the World card, guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little worried, because if it's this person from the past, I don't see anything good happening. Yeah, it's showing that it's something that is going to transpire quickly. We have the Chariot. And then with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, you feel like you have the right thing. You get out of your head about it, but bam, we have the Three of Swords, guys, where there's heartbreak. And the Star card in the reverse, where you lose faith in somebody and things are just not balanced at this point. Okay, now the most important card, like I said, is going to be the World card in the reverse, because this is telling me that you guys are still dealing with this person from the past who you're not completely over. All right, I know this is a general read, guys, but if this person has caused you so much pain in the past and they try to come back in, you have to put yourself in a position where you're going to listen to their actions, okay, not their words. You know, there's only so much words can do, okay? once somebody, you know, has done you wrong once, twice, 3 times, and you see that it's a continual pattern, it's insanity to keep trying it over and over again. So if you guys, you know, for those Virgos who, you know, you're leaving somebody or you're leaving something behind in the beginning of the month and that thing comes right back to you, you've been warned, okay? You've been through it again, so I'd like to see you guys avoid it for the second time around, because I would hate to see your hearts broken over this, okay? If it's someone completely new, a completely new situation that comes in, then it could be that person that you have unfinished business with, where there's that heartbreak and there's, you know, those mixed emotions going on. But you guys have to know what it is that you want, and you have to stand your ground for what's going to be best for you. Now, let me get you an oracle card of advice, and let's see what it is that Virgos need to hear for the month of December. Okay? So, same as every month, guys, Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Okay. What is the advice? Oh, that was quick. All right, guys. Your advice is love, compassion. Okay, very beautiful cards. Let's see what it says. In this beautiful image, we see hands reaching towards each other through a heart. The green field surrounding them is a color of the 4th or heart chakra. It's when we feel love in our heart center that we not only naturally emit the healing energy of compassion, but we also attract love and compassion. Studies by the Heart Math Institute reveal that the electrical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's, and the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. It's a given that our thinking patterns affect our feelings and in turn our reality. What we put out, whether it's love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our attention and intentions is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. All wounds stem from the illusion of separation from source and all of creation. The route to healing this wound is through cultivating love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself, not a bland standard or unquestioned acceptance, but a heartfelt sense of profound relatedness to whatever you perceive as apart from yourself. True compassion requires not only the feeling of warmth that emanates when you are in touch with your heart center, but in acts of kindness, even if this simply means being a fully attentive listener. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver, putting out electrical energy, and a receiver, drawing in magnetic energy. These energies are best sensed by attending to the steady flow of your breathing while also noticing your heart area. Righteousness, fear, anger, and judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you, and do your best to love whatever you see. You know, I really, really like this card, because I know for a lot of you, especially if you guys are on the, you know, the pain receiving end of this, because it looks like there could be some heartbreaks, there could be, you know, some turmoil here. With love, or just with feeling, you know, these sort of compassion is going to be hard. Like Lissette, how can I show love when I'm so heartbroken? I think, you know, it has to be the point. Like I said before, it takes a lot of getting what we don't want to fight for what we do want. Okay, and everything that releases is what's going to come back to us. Now, this person that's in your life, whether it's you hurting them, them hurting you, or just both of you, you know, throwing fuel into that fire, you guys have to be able to separate a person and the universe's purpose for that person. Okay, there's certain people in our lives that come in to teach us a certain lesson. I honestly feel that we have these soul contracts with people before we even meet them. I feel that we've met at another time where there's certain things, there's certain lessons that we have to go through. And it's so easy to have so much resentment towards somebody who has done us wrong. Trust me, I know. And it's the most poisonous thing to hate somebody and to have so much, you know, just to fathom being around this person, or that's not what I want to say. To fathom the thought of being around this person, rather. But what you have to understand is this was just a tool, okay? This person was just a tool for you to learn that lesson. So we can't be too, crazy and too much on these people. We have to realize that it was just a tool, okay? Being angry at a person isn't going to do anything. What did you learn from this person, okay? Because if it was a shitty situation, if you're truly someone who loves yourself and you can learn from your mistakes, then you're going to thank this person. You're going to be like, wow, you were so shitty and I didn't expect that from you. And guess what? Now I know better. Now this isn't going to happen again. Hate is just going to create more hate, guys. Love is the only thing that can break this cycle of, lying, cheating, deception. This is the only thing, okay? Being angry at somebody, the only person it affects is you. It draws from your energy. They don't really miss out on anything, because they could still go about their days and they could still, do what it is that they have to do. The best revenge on somebody is to be happy and to let it go, okay? I always tell, right before I'm about to get into a relationship, it's my warning. I'm like, listen, if you mess up, like gravely, something that we can't go back, you're never going to hear from me again. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to blow up your phone. I'm gone. And you'd be surprised how much more of a reaction that is. I've been in situations where I've had my heart broken. And, I've had these people calling me, and it's just like that back and forth. But the most painful heartbreak I ever went through is somebody who let me go and never spoke to me again. That was the most painful thing to this day that I have ever been through. So it's just, if you truly want to be good on your own and you want to be able to have love and compassion in your life again, then do your best to show that, but just take out whatever vehicle was used in order to teach a lesson. Okay, and if you feel ready, find a place in your heart where you can forgive this person. But, other than that, if it wasn't serving you, then just walk away, be compassionate, and be silent towards anything that just wasn't going to help you grow in a positive way. Okay, I think this was a beautiful reading, guys. So, in terms of personal readings, it is down to a 3 to 5 day wait. For those of you who want to connect with me instantly, I do have the app called InstantGo. It's only for iPhone users right now. But just to be clear, that's an app where you can call me or video time me on the spot. I'll answer and we can do a reading right there. If you guys are actually going to text me a question or text me anything, it charges per question. So don't say, hey, Lissette, I need a reading, because it's going to charge you for that. Just go right out and be like, hey, is Tiffany cheating on me? Okay, and then I'll draw the cards right there. So just get straight to the point. Let me know what you want. But if you guys are not in a rush, because that's slightly more expensive since you get me right away. If you guys are, in a rush and you can wait 3 to 5 days, then I put all the prices and everything. And, how to get in touch with me, how to pay, all of that is in the description. So just read through it. It should be pretty clear. But if you guys have any troubles and, you have more questions, you guys can email me at highvibrations44@gmail.com, okay? I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys do well and that you're strong against anything that is not serving you. You guys can do this. Stand your ground. Take care.